Oh, it's the Nile.
Hi, welcome back to me and Mon Ami and to our first full day in Luxor, Egypt. And, well, as you can hear, there's building works next door. But don't worry, we're going to explore Luxor and we're going to take you along. So, headed down to breakfast. Always chilly on the morning in Luxor this time of year. Always used to be a wonderful breakfast here, and the best thing they do is proper fruit juice, not powdered nonsense, which I can't stand. But they tend to have everything, huge egg station, waffles, and cheeses, meats, pastries, all the usual. Some decent bread up here, and then you've sort of got potatoes, beans, traditional Egyptian style stuff here, chicken sausages, veal sausages, of course not pork, and fresh fruit bar over there is delicious usually. So it's a pretty good breakfast, and you've got a full salad bar over here. All going on. Mr. Boo's not feeling too well, are you?
I'm okay, I've had a steam.
He's got a bit of a cold.
He doesn't.
Just having a cup of tea.
And then I'll have something to eat.
Oh, okay. Nice Egyptian omelette, mixed vegetable sausage, falafel, breakfast potato, it's all going on. But yeah, we're getting a vibe that on this other bank is sort of the new hotspot. So we're going to see whether this hotel is, certainly price-wise, is very good. And it looks spectacular from the outside. It looks like a sort of Moroccan Riyadh or something.
Uh, 320. Yeah.
Right, Mr. Boo, don't slip in. No. Crush your leg. Oh, well remembered.
Get it?
I got it.
There you go.
Thanks. It's a nice hotel, but it may need a bit of work on its pier. The accessibility of the pier is not quite. So you gotta. They definitely need to lay a path. They're working on it. This was nothing but farmland a decade ago when we were last here, and this building didn't even exist. But look at it. Wow. Well, we've come over here and they won't let us in. They literally won't let us in. It's a private hotel. I said, well, we were coming because we were thinking about staying here. We genuinely were. I wouldn't even come here and piss in their garden now. Unbelievable. Well, judging by their lovely warm welcome, I would recommend you stay well clear of the Golf Hotel. And actually, when you get up close, you realise it looks nothing like the brochure. So, the nice man of the guest house next door, he invited us in, wanted us to look round. What's the secret of Mr. Golf, we wonder? The Golf Hotel. I keep saying it, just to rub the salt in. That's how mad I am. What's lovely about this side is it's really traditional. People still living with their animals, all of that.
Yeah, that looks like a goat.
If you want a taste of real Egypt, you get it. Particularly with that Golf Hotel, man. Sofas outside. Slightly tightly packed goats.
Deck of Luxor.
Yes, come on.
Yeah, you're Abdul and Ahmed. Yes? No, I'm okay, thank you.
We don't want a camel. Well, after our attempt to get into the Golf Hotel, Jorf, can't recommend highly enough that you stay clear. We're going back to the Sonesta. Careful, careful. Ooh, bang my head. Of course. Watch my head. Thank you. Look, I've caught Mr. Boo secretly drinking beer, and Glenn as well. What a pair of soaks while I'm up here in the room editing. It's alright for some. Well, Mr. Boo, it's time to take Glenn into Luxor and to, well, experience the magic of the Luxor Temple at sunset. Well, it's quite lively out here tonight. Amazingly, over here, all these years ago they were going to build this Four Seasons hotel, and the revolution came and it didn't happen. Well, it's happening now. Oh, somebody's got wed, look. The great difficulties here is the pavements are lethal and the roads are lethal, but it's actually safer to walk in the road because you only get knocked over. You can't fall off the road. You can fall off the pavement and break your ankle. The old Aboudi bookshop over here sells all the historic photos and books. Has done forever, the Gaddis and Company since 1907. So we're around the back of the Luxor Temple, waiting for sunset. Might go find a beer. And there is Luxor Temple, awaiting yet another sunset and an altercation. Suddenly, it all becomes just a little chaotic. Everybody wants their ounce of flesh, don't they? So, can we get into the Emilio roof at sunset? Can we cross the road is the real question. In here.
I brought up New York and all the curtains.
Maybe there's a lift. Oh.
Living the life, Tim. But thanks for the other place.
The Emilio Hotel, which we've come to for many years, is just a little modest hotel, but not only can you get beer, but it actually has the best view of the sunset.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's amazing. Get a few chickens in here, look at that. Oh. And delivering his TV on the back. Good telly, that, look. Nothing, he's going to mend it. He's going to mend it. It's the best time of day in Luxor for me. I love when the chaos kicks in and night time falls. Fabulous. I mean, not if you get run over, obviously. Wow. We love these Egyptian breads, our favourite. Hi, hi. Lovely cart. This lady's selling her greens. Gentlemen. So this is one of the few places you can buy booze. It's by the railway station and it's been renamed Heineken. It wasn't till a few weeks ago, but it's a hole in the wall where you can buy wine. And people drive motorbikes very quick.
What do you got? What do you get?
So how much is Oum Hashim?
$2.50.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
So we get a couple of reds, shall we?
So 2 bottles of Oum Hashim.
He's got a big case. Look at that, Mr. Boo. Definitely going to Cairo.
Going to Cairo. He needs a jumper.
That's unbelievable. That bag on his top. What's this, Boo?
So this is a famous shop called Twinkie, and it's where all the Egyptians...
Twinkie?
Twinkie. And it's where all the Egyptians would come for New Year sweets and treats. And
like Egyptian baklava and very, very super sugary marzipan things.
We got some time, didn't we? I remember. Look at
Yummy.
Mr. Boo tells me many years ago I came to a doctor at midnight here, not because it was an emergency, because he'd only give me an appointment at midnight, and he removed something from my eye. I think there's a picture somewhere. So this is the entrance to the restaurant where Mr. Boo is bringing us. Top of your list, this, Mr. Boo. There's a few days.
I'm glad there's a dumpster. It's
Yeah.
completely empty.
Right opposite.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Where is this restaurant, Mr. Boo? We might die before we get there. We think it's this corner. Here it is, Oum Hashim. We came here many years ago with Mark Little from Neighbours. It's absolutely true. Mark and his lovely wife Kathy. Proper barbecue. Top floor. 3. So there are 2. This is the fake. I mean, this is the copy of Oum Hashim, which is, this is the real one over here we came to years ago, isn't it?
They're in the rack.
This is the one that was very sort of old school. I mean, that one may have been very good, but this is the real one. This is from 95 though, so who knows? And this is much more the real deal. I mean, whether the food's better, who knows, but the carpet's stickier. We remember the sticky carpet, don't we, Mr. Boo?
Ah, nice.
Toasty, it's boiling up here, my God. Wowza, this is the real deal. We may regret this.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
And you. So we found the real thing. It was next door. Quite a good scam that. You can see how knackered I am. I banged my head on the pavement because there was a low. Anyway, you don't need the details. I'd been a dicky fit. But we came here years ago and it's the real deal. It's got, it's even got stuffed pigeon. So this is just to get us going. An amuse bouche.
An amuse
We didn't
bouche.
order this, it just came. And you've ordered salad on top of this.
Yes.
A little bit of bread, thank you. And we love our waiter because he's got pink nail varnish. Black nail varnish, oh. What's that, Mr. Boo?
I'm about to find out.
Is it like a pickled vegetable?
Pickled. I think with some cumin on.
Oh,
Yum.
a very bad angle for you, this. It makes you look like Billy Bunter.
This is in roasted aubergine salad.
Oh. That's a good angle.
Nice lemony.
Lemony. What's that, a tahini?
That looks like baba ganoush.
Baba ganoush. There's a theme here. And I've been having this cucumber salad, which is very nice. Cucumber and tomatoes, you can't go wrong here. Tomatoes are usually amazing. Oh, my soup, yeah. Thank you. Chicken. It's a feast.
Chicken goes there.
That's pigeon, not pigeon.
No pigeon here.
No, that's not us.
That's not us.
Even Mark Weens would balk at those peppers. They're so hot. You had one?
No, because I'm not stupid.
You're going to give me
I might be
hiccups.
fat, but I'm not stupid. Thank you.
I can feel hiccups coming on. How are you doing, Glenn?
It's fantastic. Everything is delicious. I'm not going to try the peppers.
No, you're very wise. Wow, I'm
Take
down
the-
quite a
put
lot of
some
my
here.
tomato
Put
soup.
it on for it to
It's
film.
Huh?
Put it down for
very
it to
thick
film.
and brothy with sort of with thick cinnamon in it. It's got a Christmas flavour. What have you got, Mr. Boo?
This is like a lamb kofta,
Yeah,
and this is a beef kofta.
beef kofta for Glenn, and I've got half a chicken. I mean, literally half a chicken. I guess we call it spatchcock. Flattened.
Like a brick chicken. Put something on it there.
Any spice in it?
No, a bit of herbs, parsley and garlic, but
Juicy.
really juicy. Look at that.
Juicy. possibly some stuffing. Right? No, it might be the liver redone, possibly. Chicken with a bit of skin. That's tasty. We figured it out, it's stuffed with bulgur wheat like the pigeon that somebody got over there that came to us by accident. I'm loving this Egyptian film on the telly. Something to do with an airline pilot or somebody, and he seems to be a bit of a Lothario, doesn't he? And he travels around in a Peugeot taxi, and there he is with Lily Savage.
That'll be Prince.
And Deborah Jones just answered the door. There she is, Lily, coming in. Oh, she just bumped into Doris Dockyard and Oum Hashim. It's all going on. And that might actually be Doris Stokes behind us. I love the carpet. The carpet is what told us we were in the wrong place on the other. Make of it, we may get run over making this review.
It was delicious.
Yeah, they're very nice people. The chicken was nice. I quite like the soup. It's quite real. You've got to be prepared for it to be local flavours. Cinnamon in the tomato soup, very thick, gloopy soup, not like you're used to. So if you want a bit of authentic Oum Hashim's, where to go? And we'd like to get home in one piece. And look at these cauliflowers. They've always had giant cauliflowers in Egypt, and look at these. Amazing fruit and veg. Interesting. Sparking. To cross, you just have to go for it. Hold your hand out, hope they stop, and hope a bite doesn't steam around like that. Oh, it's wild in downtown Luxor. What have you spotted, Mr. Boo?
These chunky Balenciagas.
Oh, yes.
And these Valentinos.
Oh, Valentinos, that well-known brand.
I think they're Louis Vuittons.
Louis Vuittons. Louis
Vuitton.
Prada sliders.
I want that Balenciaga leather jacket, please.
That is amazing. That's so bad. Mr. Boo's after that one. Looks like Boy George did it in the back of a taxi on the way to a club.
Something in it.
Naked wolf, look at those. Cracking. The dude. Sort of impossible to get a sense of these motorbikes coming at you. The Colossi is the least of the problems, it's the motorbikes. It's getting worse up here. Wowza. Collection's going that well. Wow, another wild motorbike. The motorbikes are insane. There's no way around it. Oh my God! This is meant to deter cars coming the wrong way. I guess it would tear your tyres quite badly. So after the dramas of last night, walking to the city and covering 10 miles, we're in a taxi today, and we're going right down to the Temple of Karnak for sunset. But the Temple of Karnak is quite epic if you've never seen it. This taxi has the best roof ever.
To Tim in the back.
Yeah, but now we're on WhatsApp.
Hi Tim.
Hi Tim.
That's Tim, that's the boss.
Hi boss.
Hi boss.
You okay boss?
I'm good. You're no longer an ancient Egyptian, you're a modern Egyptian.
I'm modern Egyptian.
Now you're on WhatsApp, yeah?
I'm on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
We're on
Prime
WhatsApp.
Minister's in town.
He's in
Mr.
WhatsApp.
We gotta look on WhatsApp. The Prime Minister needs to be on WhatsApp.
Whole new system, Mr. Boo, to come into Karnak. We're a bit baffled. It's all gone. It's got a car park and everything. But there are a lot of tour buses here. Last time we came, it was desolate. It was fantastic. But maybe some of them will be leaving soon. It could be that time. Or they may have arrived for the sound and light. Let's see. It sure is a bonfire. Tried the self-service tickets, it didn't work. We tried the QR code, it didn't work. We're going to queue up. Wow, we finally got it to work. The trouble is it tells you what to do in Arabic, which is the tricky bit. Right, sorted. Basically, the machine, when it came up with Arabic, we needed to put in our pin code, but it did it in Arabic.
Oh.
So.
What? So, as I have been left with the bag, I had to go through security. What's in the bag? Cola, fine.
Microphone.
Fine. What else is in the bag?
Oh no.
Small bottle of whiskey.
Oh.
Not allowed in the temple. Lady security takes it off me and says, "Oh my God, this isn't allowed in here." She calls Assad over. Assad says, "Take a photo of your bottle. You can have it when you come back." Assad's got my bottle.
It's my hip flask.
Your bottle.
For dinner.
Well, you don't need it around the temple, do you?
Yeah.
They took it off me, obviously.
So this is the old entrance. It used to come in up to the front gate, but they've redone it all, partly for security, because of course there was a terrible massacre here, wasn't there, Mr. Boo? It is an amazing building, but there's no point pretending it isn't besieged with tourists at 4 o'clock. Good shot. Wow, it's nice that it's so quiet. It still is amazing, but the crowds can't help but take away from it a little. This is the kind of Instagram outfit I need, Mr. Boo.
That's what I mean.
These two are cracking, Mr. Boo. Definite influencers.
Definitely.
Why don't you look like that? You're an influencer.
I just need to put a black top on.
That's amazing. And just off the old main drag, and it's quiet down here, isn't it? Apart from Instagrammers in waistcoats. Just amazing. That's beautiful. Mr. Boo has become an expert in hieroglyphics. Tell us the story, Mr. Boo.
So this is the snake that came to Christmas for the baubles, but it was sunny, so the snowman melted, and then the bird came down to the monkey man with the big ears. That could be Pob
I
from Channel 4, remember?
I think it's the ringmaster in Blackpool Tower Circus.
And then there's like a fork and spoon, and then there's an ankh,
I've got one of them, I tell them.
and I think that's a machete that we've got like for chopping onions.
I'm looking forward to Mr. Boo's hieroglyphic tours.
Coming soon, 2026.
The surviving face, a rarity. And of course it's easy to forget that they had roofs and colour. They were all coloured, they weren't sandstone. They were heavily coloured. Wow, look at that, the lake at sunset. Karnak Temple. Magical. And through the cell, we've now got to get my hip flask back from the security lady, because it's full of whiskey. It must have at least an inch in it. Will we get the flask back? Will it be gone forever? There it is. A harem flask with whiskey. She's very smiley. She wants a tip. Bye bye. Walking into Karnak village, which is where I think when I first came to Luxor in about 95 or something, 94, I stayed down here, and I really had no idea. I booked a holiday for 199 quid on teletext. I didn't know a thing about Egypt really, and arrived here and there were people sat outside cooking on open fires and all the rest of it, and I was like, oh my god. But I kept coming back because I loved it. And suddenly it kicks off. So we've trawled through Karnak, and unbelievably here we are at the Hilton. Now there's a story here that the Hilton it's fantastic, it's beautifully landscaped. Whenever we've been here there was never anybody staying here, was there? So when we thought about coming back for 3 days, I thought about coming here, but I just thought it's going to be atmosphereless, and it is slightly at the wrong end of town for my money, but it is absolutely beautiful. You look down at that pool over there. It's really, it's a gorgeous location, and they have a full proper gym and all of that. It's a bit swisher than where we are, but I prefer the end of town we're at. Mr. Boo is messaging our Uber driver. We're going to use Uber now for this journey after our very exciting and entertaining ride with Pat's
Our
friend.
first Uber in Egypt.
This will be interesting. You can record the whole journey on your phone, can't you?
There's a special legal option. You can click a button to record the journey and anything that they say to you or we say to them.
Oh, I don't want to record what you say to taxi drivers. Anyway, let's see. It seems a lot cheaper. So we think we figured the mystery of this, because it was coming up as just 50 Egyptian, wasn't it, for this
Yes.
taxi ride?
And I got a message from Mohammed and he said, where do you want to go? I said, where we want to go. And he said, okay, price 200 Egyptian pounds cash.
So 200 Egyptian, but then you're having to pay your 50 transaction fee to
Plus
Uber.
the transaction fee to
So
Uber.
it's not quite like Uber as we know it in the West, where the price on the tin is what you pay for the tomatoes. Now that's efficiency for you, straight there. Our driver says if you can drive here, you can drive anywhere. I'm inclined to agree. Well, imagine back at the Jewel of the Nile. Location since we were here. It used to be right at the end of this street, the far end, but it's a much better location. So you've got all kinds of things: fillet steak, surf and turf, duck à l'orange, veal piccata, liver and onions, cottage pie, but they also do some very traditional shawarma, beef tarjan, shish kebab, Nile perch. They used to do spicy soup, I always love, lentil spicy soup, tahini dips, baba ganoush. So you've sort of got a mixture of Western and Egyptian. They do pigeon. If you order it in advance, you can have camel, but you need 2 days notice, otherwise the camel gets the hump. See what I did there? And you can have a celebration cake. You need 12 hours for that too. But we always used to love this restaurant. Let's hope it's still as good. So we're enjoying this so much we're not even saying anything about it. What have you got, Mr. Boo?
I've got a Greek salad.
Greek salad. We've got tahini here.
Yep.
We've got, well, we did have some garlic, local flatbread and garlic bread, but we've demolished that. And we've got some spicy lentil soup over here. What have you got, Mr. Boo?
I've got some lamb meatballs in a spicy sauce.
Oh,
Dawood Basha.
you always used to have Dawood Basha. Dawood Basha. Mohammed's looking on. Worried. Worried, but it's still up to standard. What have you got, Glenn?
Tahini?
Tagine.
Tagine, look at that.
Tagine.
Nice, so we used to tagine, very traditional vegetables,
Beef
beef.
and vegetables with
Smells
rice.
delicious.
Look at that.
Look
Beautiful.
at that. Some rice. And I'm going to fill my own because I just want to eat it. I've got steak and chips. In 2 days I'm going to be having camel because I'm going to pre-order some camel. Well, what did we think to that, Mr. Boo?
That was very good.
It was just as good as ever. My
was
steak
great.
was absolutely delicious. Glenn loved his.
I love mine.
You loved yours. And what was the total on the bill?
It was. It came to the equivalent of about £20.
£20, a meal for three, full starters, in fact 2 starters in one case, and main course and soft drinks. It's unbelievably good value. They're the nicest people and the food is absolutely fantastic, and it's more or less directly opposite the Sonesta Hotel. So another day, another dollar, and
And today we're in a taxi, a very safe taxi with our favourite taxi driver, who is potentially could be the funniest taxi driver in Luxor. And we are headed to the West Bank, where we're going to take Glenn to a couple of tombs, leave him there, and then we're going to go to the Temple of Hatshepsut, and we might explore a bit of the West Bank, and after that we'll lie down in a darkened tomb. Passing the old Luxor Temple on the right, look at that. Templed out we are, but still amazing. See, this truck up ahead is doing road wetting, not sweeping, wetting, keeping the dust down. Look at that. Wet that road. We're in the Valley of the Kings. This is the Valley of the Kings. We're just saying how crazy it is that when they get buried here, they presumed they were safe. They'd never be found. And now, of course, there's a dual carriageway leading to it. Well, certainly a very wide road. But this is the Valley of the Kings.
You get one life living in the Valley of the Kings.
So it's a very quiet early morning. It's now 9:42 and this is the level of coaches already here. It's funny because we've been here over a 25-year period. We've been here when there was nobody here, haven't we? We've been here when there was a rush like this, and this is as busy as I've ever seen it again. This is crazy busy. Say the struggle to park is quite something. It's insane. I don't know when to recommend you come. It does open at 6 a.m. I guess maybe 6 a.m. with a torch. So, yeah, relaxing it ain't, but let's see if we can get into the tombs. In order to get in, you have to walk up the Mall. It's like going through the airport. Yeah. Actually, it's a bit calmer than it used to be. They used to just literally pull you over. I think they've pulled them back a bit, don't you? It's a lot better behaved than it was. So we've used that ticket machine again. We managed to make it work today. We're just saying that by the time you bought your Tutankhamun, your Ramses, which are the two sort of killers, and then got your entry, it still adds up to about 90 quid for three of us, which doesn't sound a lot, but by Egyptian standards that is a lot, given that the car service here will have cost us 20 quid for half a day probably. But hey, you've only got one life, live it in the Valley of the Kings.
You get one life living in the Valley of the Kings.
So, oh God, just up on this. Oh, I'm going on the back, yeah, better view. Oh, best seat, driving. I wanted us to pay for that bus we've got off, we're walking. It's really only a 5-minute walk, it's not worth getting the bus. It's quite nice to walk as well.
Ticket, please, ticket.
I wouldn't go as far as to say this is wheelchair accessible, but they're having a go. Wow. So we're going in for the kill, Tutankhamun first, just because the queue doesn't look quite as bad as it could be later. Certainly a bonfire. There's a lot of that. So into the tomb, Mr. Boo. To say it's a little bit easier to get into than it was when we first came, when it was very broken down all this, but it's a little bit more ordered now. Times like this, I'm glad I've got extra specs so I don't have to spoil everybody else's enjoyment filming. Well, it's been a long time since I've been in Tutankhamun's tomb. I've forgotten just how rubbish it is. It really is. I mean, it's just one box. We'll show you there are far, far more exciting and beautiful tombs than Tutankhamun's. It's just, he's got the name recognition, but just too annoying in there with a man with his 360 camera who didn't know how to use it, waving it round. Pointless. Anyway, we'll try and try and be more positive and move on to another tomb and hopefully find you one that's worth going to. But these crowds render this absolutely hideous to me. So what's this, Mr. Boo? Ramses
5 and 6.
Ramses 5 and 6, which has always been for us far better than Tutankhamun. If you come and you don't want to spend the money on Tutankhamun, you really don't have to. I think the only thing Tutankhamun's got is incredible colouring, isn't it, on that wall? There's just so little of it. And the contents are more interesting than the tomb, whereas Ramses, the tomb is amazing.
And the dog head here, that's
Anubis.
Anubis, who would take you to have your soul weighed to decide where you're going.
This is, if you only go to one tomb that's extra to the general admission, make it this one. Ramses 5 and 6. What's he got sticking out, Mr. Boo?
A panhandle.
Is it a snake? He's got a bangle a bit like mine. They didn't do perspective, did they? The ancient Egyptians. You can tell the Renaissance hadn't happened. The ceilings in here are just astonishing. They're so well preserved colour-wise. Kind of amazing. What did you think of Ramses?
Amazing.
It is amazing. I mean, it is
so much better than Tutankhamun.
It was amazing. So much beautiful art.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much more of an experience. Tutankhamun, you're in, you're out. Is that it? Oh, wow. Tutankhamun, the fun is when you go to the Egyptian Museum, which we're going to do in Cairo, and seeing the stuff that was in there. That is jaw-dropping. But the actual tomb, nah, not for me. Ramses, epic. Ramses 5 and 6 is the winner. What's this one, Mr. Boo?
This is Seti.
Seti, and we've again chosen one with least crowds. It's not a bad tactic, because no matter how interesting the tomb, if there's 5,000 people in it, it ceases to be fun. It's almost spooky in here, because nobody's interested. It's just us. It's getting mighty hot here, so we're going to head back to the taxi, and then we're going to go to our favourite, which is the Temple of Hatshepsut. Here he is, what a character. Oh. So Mr. Boo has a Colossi of Memnon obsession, because he had his photograph taken there many years ago, so we're going to see it. And one starter.
And this is all including.
Okay.
For what?
Yeah, 650 each person.
Each person.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is all included.
John, that's me.
It's a feast.
Chicken.
Light lunch. Yes, that's that chicken. Tell us what we've got, Mr. Boo.
We've got some
Molokhaya, frothing.
Spinachy. It's not soup.
It's not soup.
Pickles.
Pickles. Yeah.
Rice. Spicy pickles.
Spicy pickles.
And a vegetable stew.
Oh, that looks nice. And then Hammond's got a beef. This is a cocktail. I've got grilled chicken, everything. Piping hot out that oven. So this is it. Hatshepsut, if you can never say it, but you just have to break it into 3 or hot.
No, you have to
hot
say
chicken soup. Hot
Yes.
chicken soup. Walk through another bazaar to get into Hatshepsut. A little bit more chaos. Mr. Boo's saving money again with walking, can't afford the bus. But that is Hatshepsut. This is when it starts to get truly spectacular. It's so sort of wonderfully symmetrical and just dramatic. A real sense of grandeur. There he is, 534.
This is Mahmoud, who runs the Jura the Nile. We love him. He's the best chef in Luxor. Oh, he's hammering the camel in there, Mr. Boo. Do you think he's flattening the hump?
Yep, so it fits in the oven.
Oh, here, Mr. Boo.
So here we have some aubergines, some falafel, some tahini,
Oh, yeah.
some baba ganoush, some garlic bread, and an oriental salad.
I've got hiccups because this spicy lentil soup is spicy. What are you having, Mr. Boo?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Right, fish and chips. And mushy peas. He's eaten quite a lot of them, we have to admit. We forgot to do him. So, Glenn, the moment of truth. The camel has emerged. Get the mic over here, get Glenn's reaction to camel.
Easy to cut. Let's see.
First ever camel for Glenn. Get the mic in.
Yummy.
Juicy, isn't it?
C'est bon.
C'est bon?
C'est bon.
Oh yeah, juicy. You should have my camel like I have my beef. Rare.
Happy?
Very good. Look at that camel. Beautiful. Well, that was Luxor, and today we are headed to Cairo. But if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, please give us a comment, please think about buying us a coffee. But most of all, folks, remember, in Cairo or in anywhere, stay charged.